Hello everyone, it's Felicia and welcome back to my channel. One of the questions people ask me the most, how did you learn Korean? What are the resources you used? How did you stay consistent? All of those questions. Hopefully, I would be able to answer them in this video. I said hopefully because these days my brain is not braining. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I said I was going to upload this video last weekend. But guess what happened? I mistakenly deleted the video I had recorded and spent so much time editing. And I think it happened for the best because the first video I recorded was not this pretty. I did not use a lot of resources to learn Korean. Now, it might be the same topic, but if I'm using too many resources, they would have different approaches because they're created by different people, right? It's just confusing. It doesn't mean I'm stupid. It's just confusing. So if you're feeling overwhelmed trying to learn Korean or you're not sure what resources are worth your time, hopefully this video will help you. Okay, let's get into the video. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you know that it's been about 3 years since I started learning Korean. And I started learning because I wanted to get a scholarship to study in Korea. Nothing special, really. The first resource that I ever used when I started learning Korean was Duolingo. Now, Duolingo is not bad, but it just did not work for me. Learning the alphabet on Duolingo was so confusing. So I went on YouTube and I searched Korean alphabet. And I think I found Korean with Miss Vicky. I found her channel. And that was where I learned Hangul, the Korean alphabet. Now, after learning Hangul, I was stuck. I didn't know what to learn next because I didn't exactly have a syllabus that I was following. I had no idea what I was doing. So I just went back to Duolingo, right? And I continued with Duolingo for about 6 months. So I joined this Korean language learning community on Facebook, and that's where I found King Sejong Institute. This is a website where you can learn Korean with pre-recorded videos. You will take a level test first to know where you are at, and then you can choose a course that fits your level. I know I've mentioned King Sejong Institute in a lot of my videos, but it is so underrated. And you can also join live classes. You can choose a course where you can actually learn from a teacher, a native Korean teacher. Everything is free. You are not paying a dime on King Sejong Institute. The second website I would recommend is howtostudykorean.com. This website focuses on grammar. It feels like a free textbook. It's so structured, so detailed. Korean grammar can be very, very difficult to understand. Even when you feel like you already understand it, boom, exceptions, right? But this website makes it very, very easy to understand. The third website I would recommend is speechling.com. I found this website 6 months ago. It doesn't teach you anything, but you can practice your reading, practice your listening on this website. And you can practice according to your level. You choose the level you're at, and it will give you exercises that matches the level that you're at. It is so good. These are the 3 websites I will recommend. The first app I will recommend is Bunpo. I found Bunpo when I was researching apps to learn Japanese, and I went to their Korean course, and guys, it is really, really good. Bunpo teaches you step by step. Don't be like me that didn't know what to do after learning Hangul. I wish I had all of these resources when I started learning Korean. It would have made life so much easier. The second app I will recommend is Tuida. How is it pronounced? Teuda? I'm always confused when it comes to pronouncing the name of this app. Then we have Memrise, Busu, and the last app I would recommend is Lingodeer. For dictionaries, I would recommend Naver Dictionary. It gives you daily vocab, it gives you daily practice, reading practice, and it also gives you situations to practice with daily dialogues. Yes, it has papago. It has papago in it. One thing I really, really love about Naver Dictionary is when you look up a word, it will give you sentence examples from interviews or something, or from something an idol said that includes the word that you searched for. They don't make up a random sentence. They give you examples of how it was used by somebody in real life. Go Billy Korean. If you're a beginner and you don't know what to do, you don't know what to learn next, Go Billy Korean is the best YouTube channel out there for beginners. The second YouTube channel I would recommend, I mentioned earlier, Korean with Miss Vicky. Third channel I would recommend, Haley, your Korean friend. Here's one thing though, we say when you're learning a language, do not rely on translators. But let's be honest, there are times when you would need to translate some things, right? Because you are trying to learn the language, you will come across things that you don't understand. You're probably chatting with someone or speaking with someone and they use a word that you don't know. You have to look it up, right? Or you're trying to make a sentence, you want to send something to somebody, you're not sure how to structure your sentence properly. You will need a translator, to be honest. You need it to help you, just do not rely on it. So I want to recommend translators that are really, really good. The first translator I would recommend is DeepL Translate. And the second translator I would recommend is Papago. Papago? Papago? Yeah. I did not use books to learn Korean. I have never used books to learn Korean, so I can't recommend books. But I recently started using these books that I got from Sue and Carrots. This is their Korean for all. I chose level 5 and 6. I think these are the like highest levels that they have. And guys, should I tell you how I felt when I started using these? I felt like, what exactly have I studied up until now? What do I even know? Am I really upper intermediate? Because there are so many new grammar points that I found in this book that I've never seen before. No, like so many new things in this book, and I'm actually learning more than I thought I would. So if you want like textbook recommendations, since this is the only textbook I've ever used, this is what I would recommend. Sue and Carrots, they have for beginners as well, level 1 to 6. I believe 6 is the highest. I might be wrong. I'll put the link to their website and app right here. Apps I use to practice my speaking. The first one is Hello Talk. There are weird people everywhere. You just have to be careful. If you meet someone weird, block them. I've connected with so many people on Hello Talk, and I've made so many great friends. 2, Maum. Maum is just the voice call version of Ome TV, and here is how it works. So you choose your target country, and it connects you with a random person from that country that you practice with for a limited amount of time. I think 7 minutes. If you don't like the person, you can skip them and look for someone else. 3, Pingo AI. I've been using this app a lot these days. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I only found out about this app because they reached out to me to promote their app on my page. Now, I'm not adding them into this video because they paid me to promote their app. I'm adding it into this video because it is really that good. And lastly, ChatGPT. Let's be real, learning Korean language was not smooth. The biggest challenge I had was speaking. I didn't always have this challenge, but I developed this fear of speaking because of a Korean ajoshi. I've talked about this before on my Instagram and TikTok, but let me just tell you what happened again. So like I said earlier, I joined a lot of like Korean language learning communities on Facebook, and one of them was this one where the admin was a Korean ajoshi, and it would hold like weekly lessons for free. So I was like, what could go wrong? Let me just join. So I joined for the first time. Mind you, this was 3 months after I started learning Korean, so my Korean was anyway. So we're doing the class and he was asking everybody questions. It was fun, and then it got to my turn and he was like, "Oh, Felicia, do you like 방탄소년단? Like 방탄소년단 좋아해요?" And then I said 당연하지 instead of 당연하죠. But 아저씨 got angry. 야, 너 지금 나한테 반말하는 거야. 이놈 새끼 싸가지 없어. So I quickly apologized. Oh, 죄송합니다. And mind you, there were like 15 other people in this call. So it was very, very embarrassing. So I apologized. Oh, 죄송합니다. 저 한국말 잘 못해요. And then it was like, 저 제대로 배워야지. 어디서 배우는 거야, 시장. And I just left. Honestly, if not that I was learning because I wanted to get a scholarship to study in Korea, I would have stopped learning because of that one incident. Honestly, I even thought about quitting because I was like, if I go to Korea and I make mistakes, is this how people will shout at me? I just had so many thoughts in my head, so I wasn't practicing with anyone, and I didn't start practicing speaking with other people until like a year after. I didn't really have problems with consistency at the beginning because I had a reason why I was studying. Now, for people who are just learning for fun, I would say have something that motivates you, or maybe someone that motivates you. Or if it is hard to find someone or something to motivate you, just think about it. How would I feel when I start speaking Korean fluently? It is the best feeling in the world. You may feel like you're not making a lot of progress, but I promise you, you are doing better than you think. One thing you can do though to track your progress is recording yourself. It can be audio recordings, it can be video recordings, and you can post those videos online. You never know. You can become a content creator. I said that I don't study as hard as I used to, but I still do at least 30 minutes daily. Why? Because I feel like I am now accountable to my audience. There are a lot of people who are watching my videos who are like, oh yeah, when I see comments like, oh, you inspire me, or I'm learning Korean because of you, I'm studying harder because of you, it makes me want to work harder as well. Because I'm like, yeah, these people are watching me. So some people send me messages and they're like, oh, you're my role model. When I started getting messages like this, I could not understand because I'm like, all I do is speak Korean. It's nothing special. And I've never really thought of my content as interesting. But, it's just really nice. Like in my life right now, okay, wait, I don't want to get emotional, but in my life right now, I have nothing else that is as fun and as interesting as sharing my language learning journey with you guys. Like there is nothing else. If I didn't have this, I don't think I would have the will to leave. I mentioned earlier that I started learning Korean to get a scholarship to study in Korea. Back then, I was going through so much and I wanted to escape. I don't even know why I chose Korea. It could have been UK, it could have been Canada, it could have been anywhere. Maybe if I chose another country, I would have gotten the scholarship. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to like escape my reality. So have something that motivates you, have people that motivate you, that push you to want to be better. And even if you can't do every day, do your best. My best can be 5 hours daily, yours can be 30 minutes daily. Just do the most that you can do. Felicia is always here rooting for you guys. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Honestly, without you guys, like I said earlier, without you guys, I don't know where I would be, really. I know this is a video to share the resources. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I just really appreciate you guys. 사랑해요. Another issue I would say I had and still have, even though it's not like a big deal, is understanding native speakers. There are times when I can't understand everything they are saying because they speak too fast. Sometimes it's just difficult to understand what they are saying. But like I said, it's not really a big deal because there are some things that will come with practice. That's what learning is about. Before you learn something, it seems difficult. You're like, what is that? It seems foreign. But that's what learning is all about. When you start learning, you figure out what is so difficult about it and you start solving it one by one. Before I started learning Korean, when I see Korean characters, I would be like, what the hell is that? I used to think Korean writing and Chinese writing was the same. I used to think that, yes. I used to think it was the same, but it's not, right? It's not the same. Oh, no me put that. Another thing that really helped me is I allowed myself to make mistakes. Now, a lot of people do not practice with native speakers and other people because they are scared they would make mistakes. But I tell you, it is absolutely okay. It is fine. You are allowed to make mistakes. We are human. So yeah, that is actually how I learned Korean, and these are the resources I used. I mean, not a million resources, just a handful, and with consistent practice and a lot of patience. If you're also learning Korean, if you're on this journey, I hope this encourages you. And remember, you don't need to do everything. Just find what works for you and stick to it. Be consistent. Let me know in the comments what you are using to learn Korean and maybe some of the challenges you are faced or are facing. I would really, really love to hear your story too. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.